Laynie and welcome. Hey everyone, it's Laynie and welcome to my channel. If you are new, I am so excited. That came out weird. I am so excited that you are here. I have recently gained some new subscribers, so welcome to the Lash fam. Oh my gosh, you guys. First things first, I'm just unpacking my beauty room just now, months later. We're finally in a house. I just unpacked. If you can see all the boxes behind me, that is because I got new tables for this room because my beauty room is actually a room now. Before, I literally had a closet. It was a medium-sized closet that my dad and husband turned into a beauty room for me. So I have like a whole room. So if my sound is different, lighting's different, camera setup, everything's different right now. This is my first time filming, so please bear with me. I'm sure it will take me a little while to get everything figured out. Like right now, I'm really playing with the angle and height of my camera, and I don't know if I like it. I'm just not sure. So I have cleaned everything. I have sanitized all my makeup. I've got it basically organized. The only thing I haven't done is washed my brushes that were in storage because I just unpacked them this morning. So I'll be using the very select few that I had with me while we were in between houses. So if you are new to my channel, my husband recently started a new job with the same company in a different state. So we had to go through the whole selling our house process, finding a house in our new state, which proved to be very, 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 very difficult. We looked at a lot of houses. We couldn't find what we wanted in our price range. It was a struggle, but we finally found our house. It's a little bit of a fixer-upper. I say that loosely. We could have moved in and been just fine. There's just some slight updates that we want to work on. So we have painted every single room in the house. I'm gonna start because otherwise I'm gonna start talking and I'm not gonna pay attention to what I'm doing. So we have painted every room in the house, including all of the closets and several ceilings. So that project is done. I'm going to be using my Tatcha silk canvas. 99% of my makeup has been in a storage unit over the last 4 months. I am so excited to use stuff again. So yes, we have projects we want to do, but we've gotten a really good start. And also I was lucky enough to be able to move with the same company that I worked with before, but my hours are going to be a lot different. They're going to be a lot less, which I'm not sure if that's a good thing yet or not. It has been good so far because it's given me time to make plans for the updating that we want to do, which my husband would not be able to do because his work schedule has been crazy. He is working a lot. So it's like if I weren't able to have this extra time, anything that's unpacked, I mean, he's been helping me on the weekends, but during the week, he cannot help me with basically anything. He's working like 12-hour days, really, really long days. So it's like, it's actually worked out good, me having less hours throughout the week because I'm able to get projects done, but then the downside of that means less money. So there's that. But it's all new, you know. Things take a while to get everything figured out. I'm not stressing about it. I'm trying to stay positive and hopeful that everything will work out. Where was I? I don't know. I went on a tangent. So yes, projects. We are starting on projects. Laura Mercier powder. The main things are our deck does not have stairs to the backyard. So to get... Oh, I'm trying Jackie Ina's trip. I can't talk. This is because I haven't done this in so long, you guys. She always puts powder over her primer because she has oily skin and I have oily skin, so I'm trying it. Girl, I'm listening to you. That's the Laura Mercier over my Tatcha silk canvas. It's been so long since I've used it. I was starting to really enjoy it right before we moved, but it's been a long time. So the main projects are putting steps from our deck to our backyard because right now we have to take our dog out the front door into the backyard, which in my opinion is a pain in the rump, especially when winter comes around. We are still located in the Midwest and there will be winter. So I don't want to do that. And our dog is used to having a fully fenced yard that he can go in and out as he pleases. So we will be putting those stairs, also adding a little bit of fencing so that our yard is totally fenced in. And he can go in and out as he pleases, and I don't have to take him in and out as he pleases. So that makes me happy. The other things were just the painting. We are getting flooring changed in a room and then on the stairs. Those are really the main things. We've hit a few road bumps, like we have to figure out to get someone in here to get a different plug for our dryer because our dryer doesn't match the plug-in. You know, there's always little things. We already had to call a plumber because we couldn't get the old dryer that was here detached from the gas line. So there's always something, you know. If you've ever moved, you know there's always something. I'm so excited to do fun eyeshadow. I have not done fun eyeshadow in such a long time. So I'm going to use two things that are new to me, which could be a bad idea. The Anastasia Beverly Hills. Which palette is this? This is the Prism palette. I actually got this at TJ Maxx. And thank you to my TJ Maxx. They put the little security band around it, so I'm like, no one's dirty fingers were in here. Hallelujah. And then I found the Too Faced Pure Gold Pigment there, and I was like, okay, that's fun. It's not something I would have bought for full price, but for a discounted price, you know I bought it. Then the other thing I'm going to be trying out today is this Laynie Stay Put Brow Color. So I feel like I have been gone from YouTube for such a long time. We sold our house in, I believe it was March. We have been bouncing around from place to place, friend to family, staying with, until we got into this place. We've only been in our house for a few weeks now, but everything was in storage. And when I mean our entire lives were in two storage units, and they were filled to the top. So it wasn't like I could go in and just take out, oh, maybe this thing over here or that thing over there, because it was legit like a puzzle piece. And if you moved one thing, everything was going to come with it. So it was like I packed up my little makeup case, my little makeup trunk with the bare necessities. I actually picked items that I was kind of hoping to use up, things I've had for a while, things that actually weren't my favorite. This is a brow pomade. I never use these, so this could go really badly. And that is all that I had for the months between selling our home and buying this one. I'm actually still using the trunk just because, like I said, I just started unpacking everything last night and this morning. It feels so good to be able to see all my pretties again. I'm so excited to be able to play with makeup and enjoy getting ready once again and to have my space. I've had my little beauty room in our last home for several years now, so getting ready in a bathroom, the lighting is horrible. Like, I get in the car and I feel like the angle of this is not good. I'm gonna have to play with the camera placement. It's just, I don't know. It's tough. It's like once you get it in the spot you like, you never want to move it because it's so hard to get it just perfect. So I'm still basically, up until today, living out of that trunk. We're actually taking a little mini weekend trip next weekend, and I'm going to use that same trunk and basically keep everything the same, I think. My plans are in upcoming videos to do the next one. I'm hoping will be like what I bought while off of YouTube or in between movie. I don't know what to call it yet. But I do have like a little basket of products that are new to me that I have been just anxiously waiting to try, but I don't want to try them out until I can show you guys what I got and then do some first impressions, full reviews, all of that. I don't know how I'm feeling about this brow pomade situation. I never use this and I feel like it's kind of difficult. I don't know. Do you guys use brow pomade? What do you use? I've been using brow powder lately, and I actually forgot how much I love a good brow powder. I've been trying to do my own eyebrows to save a little money, and plus with moving, I don't know who to go to. Oh, I chopped my hair off. That's a new thing. I just did that last Friday, and I feel like a new sassy person. Part of me misses long hair, part of me does not. It is summer, so it is kind of nice, but you should see my ponytail. It's quite pathetic. But I feel like this is inspiring me to not wear my hair in a ponytail every day, which is a good thing because I literally wore my hair in a ponytail every day. I got this new mirror, which I love, from Walmart because it's such a cute pop of color in here. But when I flip this to the 5 times or 3 times side, it's like one of those funhouse mirrors. My face looks crazy. So I am using the Laynie brush this time, I probably won't next time. I'm not loving it. I like that it's included, so for someone who doesn't have brushes already, that would be great, and it is the dual-sided, which is nice. But, oh, this mirror is like making me nauseous. It is so bad. I don't know. I just don't know about this brow pomade thing. I mean, they don't look terrible. It's kind of darker than I expected. What color did I did get dark brown, but maybe I feel like it's darker since I got highlights, and like comparing that to my highlights, I'm like, whoa. So yes, I've been doing my own eyebrows with eyebrow razors, and I actually do like it. I mean, they're not perfect by any means. I'm learning, but it does save a little money, you know. I also was going to not get my nails done anymore, but the more I look at my pathetic little nails, I'm like, I need to go back to the dip powder. That is the best thing ever. But again, I just need to, I had my girl. That's the one thing about moving. When you move, you give up all your favorite things. Like my favorite place to get my nails done, my favorite place to get my eyebrows done, my favorite doctor. Oh, when moving, finding a new doctor, I can't stand that. I get so anxious about going to new doctors, so having to find one again, darn it. Please don't judge me with how dirty my brushes are. It's been a rough couple of months. Oh my gosh, how are you all doing? Because it's been so long going in with this really bright greeny shade. I have missed being here so much. This video is going to be really long, and I don't know if YouTube lets me upload long videos anymore since I don't have 1,000 subscribers and so many watch minutes, which I find ridiculous. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can upload this whole thing, or otherwise I'm going to have to trim it down a lot. What is new in your guys' world? Anything exciting? I know one of my awesome subscribers moved not long before we did, and moving is just a hassle, you guys. It is a hassle. It's got its upsides because it's fun to explore somewhere new, but it is stressful. I don't do well with, okay, I guess I do well with moving. Like, I'm pretty flexible. We can, as long as my family is together, my husband, my dog, and my dad, he usually goes wherever we go, like, I can be happy. But it is a hassle. Like, I get anxiety about putting stuff away. I know that seems so silly, but you know, I've never been pregnant, but those who've been pregnant, they always talk about nesting. Is it possible to be a nester when you're not pregnant? I am insane about putting stuff away, organizing. Like, I literally will stress over it for like hours and hours and all night, and yeah, it's probably not normal, but it's just the truth. I get really freaked out about organization. It's because I'm a control freak. I mean, I can say that honestly. It's because I'm a control freak. So that color is really, really bright. I don't think it's translating on camera as bright as it truly is. What do I want to go in with next? I'm trying to think of really, honestly, I don't have any like crazy updates besides the fact that we finally moved into somewhere. I mean, that took a really long time, and I had pre-recorded some footage so that I wouldn't have nothing going on. Now I'm going in with Unity, which is like a taupey mustard color. I did pre-record, but the last one I was going to put up, the quality was so bad. For some reason, my lighting in it was terrible, and I didn't realize till I got to the editing process. I tried to fix it, but it was just bad news. This does have a lot of kick up in the pan, just so you guys know. But I did, right before we moved, I bought an Apple laptop. I haven't even opened it up. I haven't programmed it, nothing. But I'm really excited to see if that helps with my editing. I know so many people here on YouTube use Apple. The Switch is probably going to be tough for me. I've always been a PC person, so I think that could be interesting. But I'm hoping it really steps up my editing game. I don't know. Do you guys use Apple? What do you think of it? I asked a bunch of my friends who use Apple beforehand, and they're like, oh my gosh, yes, you need to. Is this real life? That's like nothing. That's literally just like gold glitter. There's nothing to that. Okay, that was not what I expected. So I'm going to go in with Pyramid, the gold from the palette. What is going on here? It's like nothing will stick to my eyeball. And I primed with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which never lets me down. Going to wet my brush to see if that helps, because I'm getting no payoff here with my gold from the palette or from Too Faced. Using this Project Beauty spray that I got in BoxyCharm a while back. Maybe it's this brush I'm using. But it's slim pickings on the brush right now because they're all dirty. They've been in storage for months, so it's like, I'm not even going to try that. I need to wash those. Okay, now I'm going to try my finger because that is literally terrible. Okay, that's better. I really don't like using eyeshadows with my finger though. You cannot get precision with your finger. The move has been tough in other ways. I really miss my friends. In the last city we lived in, I loved it. Like, I truly loved it. I loved the people I met there. I loved all that there was to do. So this move was a tough decision. The one thing I didn't share with you guys, due to just privacy concerns and safety concerns. I know that seems silly, but I'm like one of those people that tries to be extra cautious. My husband traveled all of last year for his job. I'm not going to say where he works or what he does, but he traveled all of last year. Last year he was only home 4 weeks out of the entire year. Yeah, 4 weeks. I was blessed that the place I worked let me go with him on occasion. So it's not like we were apart that whole time, thank goodness. We don't like being apart. The only reason we did it was because we wanted to pay off our student loans, and his work schedule was crazy. He worked a lot of overtime, which he was able to put all of to our student loans, and we were able to pay them off. Yay! But we knew it wasn't something we wanted to do long term. So when the year anniversary of him starting the job came up, we were like, okay, it's time to start looking for something else to get our family back together. And this job opening came up, and it was like, okay, it might not be in a city we're dying to go to, but we'll be together and we'll make it work. The job itself has been more intensive than we expected for him because he's now in office. Before he was a virtual employee. And when you go in office, before it was always no overtime. Well, now it's not like that, and he's working crazy overtime. So that was not what we were expecting. That was kind of a bummer because we were really hoping to be able to spend more time together. Now using Lucid in the inner corner, you know, since we didn't get to spend so much time together over the last year. But we're making it work. Everything will be okay. But, you know, sometimes moving brings unexpected challenges. But we will get through it. We have been together for 8 years. We will manage. But I felt bad not sharing that with you guys, and there were so many times I wanted to vlog when I went to go visit him because he was all over the country last year, but I just didn't feel comfortable doing it since he was there for work. I didn't want to ever accidentally like film something that showed anything to do with his workplace or, you know, anything like that. So I just decided not to vlog, which is a bummer because in the back of my head I'm like, if I vlogged from all around the country, my channel would probably grow. But I realized it wasn't worth the possible consequences of doing so. Sometimes you just gotta make the right choice even if it's not fun. So I hope you guys aren't mad that I didn't share that with you. But he was last year he was in California for a very long time. I did get to go with him there. That was really neat. He was in Texas several times. He was in Chicago. He was in St. Louis. So he really got to go all over the place. And when he was there, he was usually there. The projects he was assigned to were very long and intensive. So he would usually be there for like a month or more. but he worked a lot. It was very, very tiring for him, and it wasn't something to do long term, but hallelujah, we paid off our student loans. That is a blessing. If you have student loans, you know how much they suck. So I'm now gonna go in, I think, with probably this parallel, and I'm gonna just kind of deepen up between the gold and the neon green, but I'm gonna do that off camera because I think my camera's gonna overheat. Okay guys, so I made a brush decision and I decided to put on false lashes, which I never do. I'm actually going into work, so we'll see how this look goes over. This is pretty bold for work. I don't usually go this bold, but I'm feeling it today because I'm having fun back in my beauty space with you guys. These are the Ardell 001. Someone just asked me about that in another video, the magnetic lashes, so I will be commenting back to you because they are the 001 magnetic lash. These are the accent pieces. I do have kind of a weird gap over here, but it's just not worth taking the chance of messing it up trying to reapply. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to rock that weird little gap right there. But this is the finished look. I'm so excited to be able to come in here, do something bold, have fun with my makeup again, and hang out with you guys. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would love, love, love for you to be a part of my YouTube family. Really, I would. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, both places, because I love getting to know you guys better. And as always, please try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry this was a million years long, and have a wonderful day.